Although I did see this amazing video of Buzz Aldrin. Did you see this?
Oh, punching the guy who said he didn't go to... I know that guy. That guy, Bart Seabrill, that he punched. I went to dinner with that guy.
You know a moon landing denier?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I know you know Alex Jones.
I used to be a moon landing denier. I used to believe totally that we never went to the moon because there was a documentary that came on Fox. Yes, trust me.
No, Fox, I didn't Google you hard enough before I came on.
In the 1990s, Fox had a show called Conspiracy Theory: Did We Go to the Moon? And they aired it on television prime time, and they got me hook, line, and sinker. And for years, I believed that we didn't go to the moon.
What changed you?
Mostly talking to Neil deGrasse Tyson, but also critical thinking. Also realizing that I was fully committed to that idea without really exploring the possibility whether that idea was incorrect. And that I had taken everything that I saw in that documentary, which is incredibly convincing, and with 100% confirmation bias, I only looked at that and I didn't look at all the contrary evidence. There's some fucked up stuff about the moon landing, unfortunately. And the fucked up stuff is mostly people that were involved in publicity that were doing stupid things with photographs. Like they had taken a picture of... I'm going into uncharted territory here, just so you know. Like, you're an expert on this. Yes.
I've never gone into moon landing denialism, so I don't know about it.
Was Buzz Aldrin... who was the guy that was Michael Collins? Michael Collins in Gemini 15.
Jamie's like, I've heard this before.
He's seen it many times. Pull out that photo. This is what I'm talking about.
With the shadow?
No. It has nothing to do with that. This is a photo that they put out as an official photograph of Michael Collins doing a spacewalk. But what it actually is a photo of them testing equipment, and they blacked out the background. So he's in this suit that they were doing with testing, and instead, because they really couldn't get good photos in space because no one's out there with him taking these pictures, right? So they lied. They faked it. This is it. So see the one on the left, you see the real photograph. And this is him in a studio where they're working on him, or warehouse rather, or some sort of a testing environment, working on how to control these harnesses that you would use when you were on a spacewalk. Because that thing, propels him forward and back, and he's learning how to use it. What they did was they just blacked out the background and reversed it, and then they sold that as him actually being in space. So this is probably an overzealous publicist. And there's a bunch of these. There's a bunch of these when it comes to different backgrounds in areas of the moon that are many, many miles apart from each other. It shouldn't be the same background. And more likely than not, what you're dealing with is overzealous publicists because photographs were incredibly difficult to get, I'm sure.
Well, the moral of this story to me, thank God, first of all, that you're no longer a moon landing denier. But also the power of the media and the press. And like you saw one documentary, right?
It was a couple after I saw that. I saw quite a few.
But that sent you down this rabbit hole. And that,